that little guy, honey?
Oh my gosh, it's an alligator.
Oh, run for your lives! Oh, he's just a little guy, but I bet you he'd still hurt if he bit you in the booty.
Did you know that alligator is only like 2 years old?
What?
Oh, there's me touching the alligator.
Look at that little guy. Oh, by the way, it was awesome to touch. Highly recommend. Pretty fun to go. Can get spendy with a big group. I wonder if they have group discounts or something. What did we end up paying?
It was $60 for both of us, so we got to take these pictures, see the alligator, see the other alligators that they have there.
It was
like
more than
JoJo.
60, wasn't it? I thought it was like...
It was 60.
With the park pass, must have been pretty cheap. Either way, it was a really good time. This is before everything started. You got to see Lulu. Sarah was staring her down. Or JoJo, not Lulu. There was another on the other in the other pit too, but they were kind of hiding out.
So this is right after we got off the airplane, out of the airport, got the car, and now this is the first thing we did. We drove out of Miami and went over to Coopertown. And they have like all these airboat rides. They have private airboats that you can book. There's a family restaurant that serves like alligator tail and frog legs.
Yeah.
We did try to eat there, but they were pretty busy, so we just decided to head on out.
Yeah, we walked in there. It's right next to the front of this, and looked like a cool place. I mean, just a little kind of swamp shack. I don't want to call it that, but that's what you expect in an area like this.
Aesthetic.
But it looked like a nice little mom and pop place. But when we walked in there, I don't even think there would have been room for us to sit anywhere.
Mm-mm.
And we just got done being cooped up on a plane for 3.5 hours, getting through the airport, finally get out, and then we're locked into another airboat, which the airboat was really fun, but we just wanted some control. Yeah. But anyways, back to the adventure.
So this is starting the airboat, driving into the Everglades. We had to wait a little bit, around like 30 minutes for the airboat to like show up, but we did get to see like the animal show and to touch like the baby alligator, which you would think would be like rough and scaly, but it wasn't. It was like soft and like
rubbery,
leathery, rubbery.
It was definitely pretty cool getting to touch that little alligator. He brought him around in the beginning. We didn't really get a lot of footage of it. Sorry, we should have got more. We were just kind of, we were in a mood after being on a plane all day. We were here, what time were we here? Around like 1 in the afternoon?
Yeah, like 1:30 or so.
And we left to get on our flight at like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we were running through, and we were just kind of, yeah. But the airboat ride, regardless of everything else, man, it was a lot of fun. That rumble of that big V8 with those blades on there. I'm assuming it's a V8, but that thing fired up and she just made noise.
So yeah, you see here, we're probably skimming over maybe like 3 feet of water. Like it's
all the way down to 3 inches.
Yeah, it's not very deep, so that's why they have to use an airboat. So we just kind of like skim over the grass and skim over the water.
Well, and they use the airboats as well, so they're not dragging propellers or anything. Look at cruising sideways. Okay, anyway, sorry, way to do that. But if they had propellers running underneath these canals, you see them running in, the props would tear all that up, and it would actually hurt the ecosystem or something fancy tech words I don't know.
Yeah,
go ahead, tear us up in the comments below. We know.
It would like tear up the boat motor as well. Like, you wouldn't be able to like do like a pontoon boat or whatever through this.
Well, and there are times where they're actually up on the actual ground.
Mm-hmm. So these like channels we're running through are man-made because back in the 1930s, the U.S. military tried to drain the Everglades to turn it into sugarcane farmland. So they were able to drain about like 30%, I think he said,
of
the Everglades to turn it into like sugarcane farmland, which nowadays we don't like really agree with.
Well, yeah,
the ecosystem.
They destroyed so much, and they changed the Everglades forever when they started doing this. And I don't know. There's a big thing. There was a lady that lived down there, and she started fighting for it. We're not, the smartest things with it, but someone was there fighting tooth and nail, and now the Everglades are protected, and that's awesome.
So they actually have to pump water in from, I forget the name, so forgive us, like something like that one there, and there's a herring that we just seen, but they have to pump water in from another lake to actually keep the water levels up during the dry season, because it does ebb and flow out, and the water level is constantly changing.
And if you guys are just tuning in now or whatever the deal is, we really suck at this.
I think this might be our first YouTube.
This is our first commentary on a YouTube, so if you're hating the content, we're sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, we're doing our best, man.
If you like the content, we're supposed to say you're supposed to hit buttons.
Like and subscribe.
Buttons like that. I don't know why.
Subscribe. It's free.
Did you just... It's free then?
It is. It's
nice.
free to subscribe.
Ooh, crisp high five. Anyways, but Sarah came to me one night and she's like, honey, we should make YouTube videos.
Well, just so, our travels and stuff, it could be fun.
Yeah, and I mean, if you hate us being commentary like this, go ahead and, just mute it and still get the great view, I guess.
Well, we're talking over it because all you hear is just wow.
Yeah, man, going through the editing just to get this much of the clip done. Oh, you have to have a little sound or you go crazy, but all you hear in the background is, wow. Oh, you want to know what you hear in the background? So unless you guys want to listen to that the whole time, or if you want to listen to the beautiful Sarah say something dumb like,
did you know alligators have 3 eyelids?
One set just like humans. And they really do have 3 sets of eyelids, but...
Did you also know that America actually does have crocodiles, which is a different species than, the Australian crocodile or the African crocodile, saltwater crocodile that you think of. So they are extremely rare. You will not find them in the Everglades because it is freshwater. But there is a national American crocodile refuge or saltwater crocodile refuge in Florida.
So, yeah, if I remember how people do videos, I think we'll try and put, information in the comments area or down below or something.
Description box.
And, let you know about these guys. It was pretty cool. It wasn't too expensive there.
Again, this is Coopertown Airboat Rides.
Coopertown Airboat Rides.
They're the original airboat tour company.
From what the sign says, I'm going to assume it is, but we've learned on our travels, everyone has world famous something, and everybody has the best of something when you travel. Which, it's part of the tourist gimmicky thing, it's great, but yeah, these guys, we wanted to do this, and I wish we would have. If you've seen that boat that was in front of us, you can actually rent out. Damn, honey, yeah. But you can actually rent out and do a private tour for around $300. He said $285 or something. But it would be best if you want something like that to call ahead. We had asked if we could do something like that, and they said, nope, they're all booked out for the day.
Which, I mean, this is okay, too.
Oh, this is great. I don't care. I would ride around on an airboat all day. It's friggin' amazing. The one airboat that was in front of us, it took off at one point and just goosed us with water. I think you'll actually see it coming here. And the cool mist was amazing. Me and Sarah just getting into Florida.
It was hot.
It was so hot.
Ridiculously hot the entire time.
And we just got there, so we were just playing with the sunscreen. By the time we left, we were sunscreen gods. It still got us a couple places, but she sat on the outside, and something to be aware of when you do sit on the outside is all the sun and all the rays bounce off the water. Her poor shoulder.
No, it bounced off the aluminum boat.
Yeah, her shoulder was rough. So coming up here, we should have something pretty cool for everybody. There should be a little alligator here somewhere. Or no, that'll be coming up a little bit more here.
We did see like 3 alligators in total and like a diving bird. I don't remember the name, but it was a diving bird. And he popped up a couple times on my side of the boat.
We got some good footage of him coming up, so it's cool. And this time when you're sitting slow, it did get very, very hot.
Yeah, you need that like wind to keep you.
There it is. You see the glittering? Oh yeah, it's shooting water all over us. Yep, it was heavenly.
Everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
It was so nice.
So good.
It was so nice.
But. And you look at these like the workers and like the tour guides there and stuff. They're all wearing long sleeves and pants and like.
Oh yeah, no, they're wearing full Northwest Wisconsin gear.
Holy cow! And I'm like, they're used to like the heat and whatever. Obviously, wear that stuff like to protect their skin from the sun. But I'm just like, how are you not like dying? Why are you doing a close up of my face?
Honey, I can't help it. I'm wearing I got my little first person gimbal, and you're just so beautiful. And then the background is so beautiful. It's like I'm looking at beautiful paradise. Awesome. Why do you think I keep looking at you, honey? I love you. Stop it. God, don't embarrass me on here.
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, I like it. Anyways.
They do give free, like, ear muff. I forget what they're called. Headphone things.
They give you ear protection for the kids. So if you do show up, the kids do get ear protection. And for $1.50, they sell earplugs in the gift shop, which... You want to talk about the gift shop?
Oh, they did have a gift shop. So it was like the airboat tour. You get, like, they take a picture of you at the beginning, which we didn't really stay to look at. And
We're
they
not
had the
tourists.
restaurant. They had the restaurant. And then they did have a gift shop, which was air conditioned. The restaurant was not air conditioned, if that makes a difference.
I mean, reasonable price for drinks. I mean, it's not your average 7-Eleven, but for being remotely locked down out there, you know, $2-3 for a water is pretty reasonable, you know.
So they had like a bunch of like stuff for the kids in the gift shop. It wasn't super huge. They had just like your normal, typical gift shop things.
It was super touristy,
yeah.
You know. The t-shirts were cool, but I was struggling to find shirts in my size. When I start to struggle to find something for the large and in charge community out there, I just bypass it and just don't look for shirts. And I would have liked a gator shirt, I suppose.
You did get a shirt at the Turtle Hospital,
yeah,
though.
Spoiler alert. I got
an upcoming video.
I got a Turtle Hospital t-shirt. And I love it.
He looks like he works down there when he wears that. He looks like
I'm going to wear it when we do the commentary for that. I'm going to be all professional.
So if you look at all the tall grass next to
razor
us,
grass.
It's called sawblade.
Or
sawblade grass.
It's called, it's going to mess you up if you crawl through it glass. Yeah. Grass. He's like, it can cut you like 10 times worse than a paper cut or something, he said.
Yeah, so it kind of has like razor edges on all sides of the grass. So top, bottom. Yeah, I know. We're like stumbling over our words on this commentary.
Sarah, you been drinking?
No.
There's no drinking during commentary.
No, I had not. But he's like, you definitely don't want to walk through it or like.
Do you need me to get you a
Grab
glass?
it. No. Like, grab it, you run your fingers along it, you will get cut worse than like a paper cut.
Yeah. And by the way, so all this time when we're driving slow like this doesn't seem too exciting. We're getting beat up and it's really hot. But the guy is being funny. He's telling us good stories. He's educating us. He told us about these trees. You know, he was no Las Vegas entertainer, let me tell you that. But he had lots of fun educational information for the entire family. These trees out here, we can get water from or something if we were out there.
No, it's the bottom of the sawgrass.
Or the sawgrass we can get water from.
The bottom. So if you uprooted it, you could like drink the water from
drink
the
or
root.
eat?
Drink. Because the roots of that sawgrass naturally filters the water.
Yeah. So coming up here, we should be getting our first surprise pretty soon here. These are wild animals. It's like shunting for deer in Wisconsin. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. When you do find them, they're far away. You just got to take kind of the grace, and you can see it, and there's like a 6-7 foot alligator just underneath the water that you are in his land.
There's no guarantee that you will see something because, as Mike said, they are wild animals and they have a mind of their own and do whatever they want to do.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. It looks like a log back there.
But you can see his head and his nose and his eyes.
Yeah, you see a little log by that little patch? Yeah, that is not a log. This one girl asked if it was a log. I told her, sure, go out and step on it. He went under, and then as we got ready to leave,
there you can see him right there.
He popped up again, and I think he was eyeing one of those people up in the back seat.
Yeah, alligators can actually jump out. There's that diving bird.
Bloop.
He showed up a couple times.
He was in and out.
Hair flip, though.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at.
You guys see that? Ooh, look at her. Hi, honey. Sexy.
They were checking my head to see if I'm sunburned.
Yeah, she was getting really red at this point, and I kind of wanted the tour to be done.
Yeah, me too.
Especially, I was loving it. I could have been out there all day, but I just didn't want her to get so burnt on the first time, and her shoulder got pretty rough. So we got into the car, put some AC on, got some aloe on her because it was rough. But we'll get going here, and we're kind of coming in towards the end of the video.
Just another quick fact real quick. Alligators, as I was saying, can jump out of the water for their full body length.
So if there's a 10-foot alligator, he can jump out of the water 10 feet. And look at you guys, see that pretty girl we just zoomed by there?
Thanks for watching. Hope you liked our airboat video.
And
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We're not asking for donations or anything, but if you guys want to throw some money to fund some trips or anything, we won't say no. So
I would recommend Coopertown Airboat Rides.
Yeah? Oh, that's the end of it.
Let's
I wish there was more.
Put it together.
What do you mean put it together?
Let's hear this audio.
What audio? Honey, I didn't know we were done with the commentary yet, and you're all like, put it together.
I thought you were putting commentary just for this video.
Now they obviously know we're not YouTubers and we're just pretending.
You're going to cut this off.
No, I'm not. I don't know how to do that.
Yes, you do.
Oh, my God.